Hello, can you hear us? Everyone good? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Eric, to Skills Live featuring Caribou Lodge. I'm here with some pals. I got Steve Brown. That's my dad.
I don't see anything on the stream here.
It'll be delayed a little bit with the video, but the audio will be synced. Yeah. We got Bird, and we got Zoff.
What's good, guys?
So we're teasing some new stuff. We might do something fun. I don't know. What do you want to get started with, Steve?
I don't know. What do you think the people want to hear about?
So I don't know what's going on outside of what I'm working on.
I mean, do they want to hear? Whoa, God!
Oof.
Ah, just yanked my headphones right out. That hurt.
So, what do you think? I mean, do they want to? Do you think that the people? I'm looking at the chat right now. So the people, when I say the people, I mean like I'm looking at you, and you have to type in the chat and tell me. Do you want to hear me just like shit talk something? Do you want to hear political rants? Do you want to hear about new Caribou Lodge stuff? What do you want?
Well, me personally, I don't hear enough about politics, so like I would be interested.
Mm-hmm. It's very chill.
There's like never. It's kind of boring. There's not enough going on.
Yeah, I know it's all pretty laid back these days.
New CLYW. What is that?
Huh?
What's that? Was that a boy? That wasn't a boy.
I don't know.
It definitely wasn't a boy.
No, it was definitely not a boy. It was completely not a boy at all. It was something very different.
Oh.
Eric's cluing in. I think Eric knows what's happening here. Hey, Eric, this profile shot's for you.
It looks like an AC2 with an organic shape. What the hell is that?
It looks like so.
A girl.
Ooh,
Someone
okay.
in the chat said a girl.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
So, one of the things I've been saying since forever is that I would not have a signature model for Caribou Lodge because who gives a crap about a Steve Brown signature model from Caribou Lodge? Everybody on the team is like so much better than me and cooler. But with the counterweight patent finally expiring, now that my patent is dead, I was like, I want to put out a counterweight yo-yo with Caribou. And the more we talked about it, the more we were like, yeah, that should probably be your SIG. So why don't you design it exactly the way you want?
By talk about it, do you mean like talk about it with yourself and you approved it?
No, I'm talking about it with Chris.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so what ended up happening is I actually designed like 5 counterweight yo-yos. So eventually we're going to release all of them because the idea is that everybody plays counterweight differently, you know, and what I like in a yo-yo doesn't necessarily mean squat to, you know, Shingo Terada, which isn't going to mean squat to Miguel Correa, which isn't going to mean squat to, you know, every other 5A player on the planet. So I wanted the first one to be just exactly what I wanted. And then the other ones are actually going to be designed for other styles of 5A play that are not mine, that are more specifically not mine. And I'm not going to go into any detail on those because there's going to be plenty of time for that later once the CAD work and everything is finished. But this one is called the Beater. And this one is double rims and a big fat organic shape. And that's exactly what I wanted in a yo-yo. It's going to be out of 70-75. And it's going to be specifically designed for people to beat the living crap out of it. It's going to be,
Nice.
It's fast, floaty, really stable, and tough as shit.
Yeah, it looks really just
Steve,
like solid. That looks so
Run
cool.
those.
Mhm.
Run those in Vertigo Fade, and I will post exactly one counterweight trick.
All right, fair.
Looking forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Steve, would you say that like if you were to talk to your younger self and be like, okay, if you wanted a yo-yo when you were younger, would this be the one?
Here's the thing: is when I was younger. So this is an important thing to remember about me when anytime you hear me talking about like the yo-yo that I want or my preference or whatever.
Mhm.
So I came from a different generation of yo-yo players. And when I say that, I don't mean that I'm just old. I mean that like when I started yo-yoing, yo-yos sucked. Like they were fucking terrible. There's a reason that during that whole like late 90s, early 2000s era, like modding was so popular. It's because it was a necessity. It wasn't, the idea wasn't just, like, oh, I've got this cool idea. It was, these yo-yo is trash, but it's all I've got. So how do I make it actually like functional? And I didn't start yo-yoing as a player. I started yo-yoing as a demonstrator. So all of my initial years of yo-yoing was me standing in a storefront and literally picking up whatever yo-yo the person in front of me was interested in, and then using that and trying to make that yo-yo look good. So I basically, like, the first 5-6 years that I was a yo-yo player, which is pretty formative for everybody, those first 5 or 6 years, I didn't have a preference because it was my job to just be cool with everything. And that's something that I never really shook in any massive, like, meaningful way. I've developed like some preferences, but my preferences are so broad. You know, if you were to tell if you were to be like, oh, here, pick one of these yo-yos, like, it's impossible. If you were to tell me to pick 20, then I could probably narrow it down to like 20 that I really like. But I mean, it's one of the reasons I've always loved watching Eric Koloski on stage, because he gets on stage with like 6 backups and it's 6 different yo-yos, and
And one
literally
will
whatever he starts with is just whatever he happened to have in his hand at the moment that you called him up there, and then he just uses whatever, because that's still very, very much my mentality in a lot of ways. Now, that said, there's still some things that I just universally love, like big, fat, organic shapes, which, luckily over the past few years, like, everybody's been cranking them out. So I'm spoiled for choice on that. But if you were to tell me, like, well, what's your favorite organic? Like, I don't know, here's 20 that I love, I mean, I'll play with an Orbitron 5000 or, a Canvas, or, I mean, just give me a big fat organic. Like, I'm not that picky. And then on top of
at
that,
one point.
you had a what?
I had a diehard at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so
You were saying?
so I my preferences are really super broad. So this yo-yo represents a lot of things that I like about yo-yoing, but it's definitely not meant to be definitive. It's just meant to be fun, and it's meant to like take a beating, and that's why we named it the beater. And Mark can put the art up for the beater if you want to show that off.
Oh, this art's actually sick.
Yeah.
Drum roll. Nice.
So the yo-yo is this. So the car in this is a 1982 Honda Accord, and that was my first car. I bought it for $600. It was a piece of crap when I bought it, and it was a piece of crap when I eventually abandoned it in Tallahassee. I mean, it was just like total garbage. One time I was driving a friend home, and we had like a lot of heavy rains that day, and it was still pouring. It was like hurricane season. And I went to drive down her street, and I thought that I was driving through like 7 or 8 inches of water, and it was like 2 feet. So I pulled in, and I just, boom, immediately my car, this car was under like 2 feet of water. So I got out and like walked her to her house, and then just left and like had a friend come pick me up. And I went back like 2 days later when the water receded, and the car started up fine, and I drove home.
Nice.
Like that's the car.
That is a
that this
beater
yo-yo
right
is
there.
named after. And that's what I wanted out of this yo-yo. I wanted something just fun, dumb, that people were just gonna beat the living crap out of, and it was just gonna always do the job for them.
I like that. It
Yeah.
serves its purpose. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a big part of.
Yeah, and this will be the first, the first thing from Caribou that comes with a yo-yo, comes with a counterweight, and
my
it's coming
God.
with two. It's coming with two counterweights. It's coming with a white spin top button from our friends at Yo-Yo Factory, and then it's also coming with the new Caribou Lodge log.
Mm. You heard it too.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I sent you a picture of it, but now I'm realizing I did not. So I'm going to find a picture
Yo, wait.
and send it to you.
Wood dice grinds? Are we about to do some wood dice grinds?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's kind of sick.
Yep. The weight on the yo-yo? Oh, it's a little over 9 grams. Yeah. Here's the thing. We thought it was gonna be, and then it wasn't. The wood we used is white oak, which is a pretty consistent wood. And the wood shop that we used did a pretty awesome job with it. And it's one of those things where if you grab 20 of them, just 20 randomly out of a bag, they're all going to be between 9 and 10 grams.
Fine. Can we get a pog soon?
Yeah.
Caribou
Mark,
Lodge
the chat
pog.
is saying they can't hear you.
Yeah, they can hear me now, I think.
Okay, good.
Hopefully. Can you hear me, everyone?
Where do you want me to send you this?
I have something really important, is that we need a Caribou Lodge pog. The people want it, I can guarantee.
I'm going to text you a picture of the counterweights.
Okay.
Oh, except that I just lost it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Man. I should have grabbed some. Got a pile of them here, but I left them downstairs, and I don't want to leave everybody hanging, even though right now I'm totally leaving everybody hanging. Oh my God, there's so many screenshots of Pokemon on my phone that I cannot find the picture of the counterweights.
Can I have a signature counterweight after the log? As a 5A ambassador.
A signature counterweight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to engrave your name on the end of a log, we can do that.
Yeah, can we engrave
No.
pog on it?
It has to be.
That is
It
so.
has to be shaped like a boat.
We're getting the pog, boys. We're getting the lodge.
You gotta shape. No, dude, your signature counterweight has to be shaped like a little boat.
No, we're getting a pog. So Caribou Lodge log and Caribou Lodge pog coming soon. I'm a 5A simp, that's for sure. So
There we go. Save
what can I
image.
say?
All right, there we go. I think I found it. There we go.
Where'd
All
you
right.
send it?
Sent you the image.
Okay, where is it?
Texted it to you.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks like exactly what it sounds like. It looks like a log. What rolls downstairs, a loner in pairs, and over the neighbor's dog.
Just line this up really quick.
Did the chat just freeze? Or did everybody just
No.
stop talking?
We're good. We're good.
Mhm.
They're talking about.
Hey,
something.
Rojas is in chat.
This
Yeah.
is this White Oak?
Oh right.
Yeah, that's White Oak.
Wow, look at me. I know my woods. I feel like a grown up now. This
Oh
is
yeah,
cool.
I'm. Those are getting dice grinded pretty hard.
And I'm also assuming like there's no patent issue with like the candy dice type of groove and stuff like that, right?
No, and this really is like so different in look, feel, and play from what Candy Dice is doing. Like I would never screw around with Candy Dice just because I love Terry and I love Candy Dice, and I just had a signature model come out of Candy Dice, the Uncle, which you can purchase now from 5ayoyo.com.
Oh yeah, true. We never talk about 5A much on Scales Collective, so it's good that we're getting our 5A chat in. I have one more question. Would you get splinters from this? Like, is it finished?
I mean, if you can screw this up enough to get splinters from it, I'll be super impressed.
You'd
But
be
I don't see that
surprised.
happening. But
Because
you
it's
know
not
what?
finished.
Of course, now that I've said that, some kid's gonna do it in like a week upon
Yeah.
release, and that's totally fine because it's wood. It's supposed to be a little tiny bit dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that factor.
Well,
Like, would there be different versions of different wood that like vary in weight in the future?
You know, my original concern was that these were going to vary tremendously in weight, and my plan was literally to sort them by weight and then laser engrave the weight in grams on the end of every single one of them, and then sell them in like multi-packs. You know, here's a 7 gram, an 8 gram, a 9 gram, a 10 gram, and 11 gram, and then just let people, you know, use whatever they were more comfortable with. And then we got them in, and like the weight was super consistent on all of them. And it was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, they hit the target weight. Cool. I mean, I'm sure once we get once we get further and further into the back, but I mean, literally, like I pulled like 40 of these things out at random, and they were all like, you know, right around, you know, between 9 and 10 grams.
Awesome.
Kind of wild.
Yeah. No, this is really cool. Is there enough? Is there enough space to engrave Pog on it?
Yeah, there's enough space
Okay.
on the end there.
Okay. So we're all really excited now.
There you go. Good. I'm so glad I could give you kids something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Your sad, dark little lives.
Is there anything else going on with Lodge, like for new productions and stuff?
Let's see. The Wish. We've got a full production run of The Wish happening right now. I know, like those sold out hella fast on Rewind, that special edition that we did with them. So we've got another big batch of those in production. We've got another batch of Akitas in production right now.
Exciting.
I don't know if you're familiar with that, Mark. It's the signature edition yo-yo of You.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. The colors mostly I'm really excited about. It's gonna be like the best one to date, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good batch of colors, and we're gonna have an unknown edition in there too, which is gonna be pretty rad.
And
full announcement, right?
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
There's gonna be an unknown edition Wish. There's gonna be an unknown edition Akita.
Ooh.
I'm honored.
Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff. We'll probably do an unknown beater too.
Colorways too, the new run.
Yeah, sure. I'll get
28
you some.
stories.
I know a guy.
Dude, 28 stories Akita. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna look so good.
Yeah.
It's back.
Let's see what else. Oh, Harrison Lee's new signature model is. We actually just started production on it today.
The Orca 3, technically?
Whoa.
Or like something else?
It's something else.
Something else.
Did you see the image that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
It starts with an O,
Yeah. No.
but it's not an
Yes.
orca.
Oh wait, I know this one. I remember this.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about this. The graphic is like so cute.
It's
Otter.
so-
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
The orangutan.
So this is going to be Harrison's new signature model, the otter, and there should be another image that I sent if you want to give people a sneak peek of the actual yo-yo.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe we should make them earn that.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I showed
Or
it.
How about we do the giveaway, Mark, and if they can figure it out. Oh, you got it.
So there's a little sneak peek. I'm not going to give people too many images of it, but yeah, it's an otter named Obama.
Yeah. Finally.
Barack Hussein Otter.
No, this is super exciting. Like, so what? So I played like a prototype that he made a while ago, and I'm assuming it's very different from that because it looks nothing like.
Yeah, no, it is very different. This is, if I remember right, I feel like this one's actually a little bit undersized. Like it's approaching that like 50 millimeter diameter. So it's definitely smaller than the Orca, for sure. Faster. I mean, here's the thing: is like if you look at that last video that Harrison put out, it plays like that. Like you can see how Harrison's play style has shifted and kind of changed over like the last like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And this yo-yo plays exactly like it's built exactly for that you know, that sort of quick. I don't know. To me, it sort of harkens back to that like early 2000s, real fast, moving the string around a lot, and the yo-yo's not doing much work, but then, you know, with a little bit of the that kind of Charles style, where like it's a lot of like moving your hands around and like conducting the yo-yo.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Everything
Remi's-
Harrison's posted recently has been unreal.
Yeah, Remy on chat said that like Harrison was using the pickaxe for a long time, and I was too. But he's using it to compete, which is like, in my opinion, a little crazy because it's not meant for competition really. So it's
The
good to
pickaxe?
yeah, so it's good to see that he has like a kind of like a more stable, like more competitive kind of yo-yo.
Yeah.
Smaller.
I mean, the pickaxe is one of those things that like it's exactly the kind of yo-yo that like somebody like Charles would use, right? Where it's not meant for competition, it's meant to be pushed around by somebody who really knows what they're doing. And Harrison has kind of taken that same sort of ethos in his play, but obviously made it, you know, with his own kind of technical vision. Like I don't want to keep bringing up Charles and say like, oh, Harrison plays like Charles now. He doesn't. He plays like Harrison. But it's that same kind of idea of moving everything around the yo-yo rather than like forcing the yo-yo to move through the tricks, if that makes any sense. I think I described that too. But yeah, so like the pickaxe is good for that, and the otter is good for that also. But the otter definitely represents like, if the yo-yo is more active in that equation, then you need it to be more like what the otter is. You know, you need like that extra bit of power. You need, you know, the yo-yo to be a little bit more like competition focused as far as like weight distribution and whatnot. So if you want to have like that fast, floaty, like conducting an orchestra kind of style, but you still need to muscle through like some, you know, pretty difficult like technical tricks. Like this is the yo-yo for that.
I'm excited for this. Yeah, another thing that's like a low-key thing that I don't think you're going to remember to mention is that so I've been using the new pixel bearings, and I don't know if you remember this, but I keep saying that the wish that you had, like the prototype, was really good. and I tried
Mhm.
Andre's and it played completely different. I think it's
Mhm.
because of the bearing.
Mm. The new
Bearings?
the new pixel bearings came from a new factory, and I got to give a big shout out to Dave Geigel on this because that dude. Okay, so what happened is the factory that was making the original pixel bearing, screwed us completely.
Yeah.
Because they got caught up in bearing production because of fidget spinners. That's how long ago this was.
Oh wow.
So we ended up not being able to get pixel bearings from them because they had wrapped all their production around churning out bearings for fidget spinners. And then when they finally, and this literally like killed pixel bearings for like over a year. And then when we finally were able to get bearings out of them, like the tolerances were garbage. Like they were terrible.
Oh, because they don't
Something-
care.
Yeah, it was something like an 80% fail rate or just something horrific. Which is the kind of thing you expect from an anodizer, not from a bearing factory.
But it's the same design. But is it the same weight? I like have an inkling that's a different weight or something like that.
I
There's
mean,
something weird
the
about
weight
it.
of the bearing, it might have changed a little bit, and that wasn't necessarily like intentional so much as, excuse me, so much as a byproduct of just trying to hit the tolerances and thickening things up and trying to come up with like a design that played the way that we wanted but had repeatable reliable tolerances. But Dave has gone through like 2 or 3 different factories and just countless iterations and tons of back and forth to finally get these new pixel bearings made, and this new batch is gold. They are just perfect. And I normally don't give a crap about bearings. I literally play with whatever came in my yo-yo. Again, back to the whole like old demonstrator days. Like you just play with whatever you have. Like up until the pixel bearing, I literally never gave a shit about bearings at all. Never paid attention. If a bearing crunched out of me, I would just throw it away and replace it with whatever. Like I didn't even care.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I usually never care at all about the bearings, like never ever. But I changed like an Akita to the pixel bearing because you were asking me to try it out, and it like makes the yo-yos play like significantly different. And I think that's what the difference was between like your wish and Andre's wish. So I don't know. It's worth looking into.
You gotta hook me up with some of these because a lot of my bearings are getting crunchy.
Yeah.
I need a little something.
I think we just got, because we shipped a ton of them like straight to the factory just so they could start putting them right into yo-yos. But I think we've got some here. I'll get them up in the team store soon.
Yeah.
Poggers.
Awesome, dude. There's like so much cool stuff I didn't know. Is there anything else that like on Lodge's end that you're willing to let us know about?
Otter, Beater, Wish. Trying to think.
The chat
I
has
mean,
questions. I have some questions as well.
I've got something else. I've got something else coming that prototypes. I just talked to somebody tonight, and he's sending me prototypes. He just had to confirm my address. But I don't want to talk about that until I get it in hand because that's going to be a slow process to get those out.
Yep.
So I don't want to spill the beans too early on that, but it's another model that everybody's going to be really surprised to see coming. And I was talking to Alec today about something else from Heaven Sent. I was talking to Alec today about something new from Heaven Sent. And
that's exciting.
Not going to go into any detail on that, but suffice it to say, I'm wearing my Heaven Sent shirt today just because that's kind of where my head's at the moment.
Yeah.
No, Martin Sanchez. It is not a new Galactic Goose.
So I have.
Although I gotta be honest, I would love to like revisit that yo-yo and fix it.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, fix it for sure.
Yeah.
Prior to this, we had a little Q&A. When's the Orca 2 coming out? Up Menu asked this. Shout out to Up Menu. the best?
So Orca 2 is now the Otter, and it just went into production today, so it'll probably be a couple months.
Okay, and what about the Wish?
Wish is finishing production right now. It'd probably be about a month.
Okay, and what about the Boy for a restock?
Boy should be. I think Boy and Nikita were in production together, so they both should be finishing now, actually. So yeah, restock of the Boy should be coming within the next month.
Awesome. Someone asked, are any new throws coming out? We went over that. Simon Dubishar, shouts Simon, Prelim King, asked, where's Andrew Mater?
Busy with school.
He graduated, actually. He just
that's
graduated.
Right. He did.
Yeah,
He
he did
graduated.
good.
He got some kind of good entry-level job somewhere. It popped up on my LinkedIn, and I was like, "Oh snap! That's awesome! Congrats,
Oh yeah, I'm
buddy."
curious.
He's working for a startup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's working for a COVID startup, actually.
Oh, is it?
Funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
rad.
And I think we might, hopefully Mater's around to hear this, but we might catch him at the Scales International next weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
Commentary.
what?
He may be doing commentary with a pal of his, Gentry Stein. So
Nice.
that could be really exciting.
Mhm.
Pretty pog.
It's pretty pog. Pog in the chat for Gentry Stein.
Pretty
In Scales
pog.
International.
Seriously, pogalicious.
Yeah. So
Next time Mater comes over to my house, I have to film a clip of him for the sake of it.
he has a lot of new good tricks.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Okay.
He just spits fire.
He does. All right. Another question, Simon Duvichar again. Are you planning on expanding your team?
Yes, but just barely.
Okay. Okay.
We've added a new team member recently, but we're keeping it quiet because I have something special in mind for how we're gonna announce it. It's going to be announced in the first ever Caribou Lodge zine.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I forgot that he or she has not been announced yet.
Yeah, they have not been announced yet.
But they've been on for a while. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And last question, when are we seeing a new Akita release? The Akita is going to come out soon. All the colors are fire. It's the best yo-yo in Lodge.
Yeah.
No,
Steve from Mont is excited about the zine. He knows where it's at.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mont. Yeah, it's a pretty pog stream. So thanks for coming through. I didn't think you were going to come through because you're busy
thought I
with
was gonna
real
bomb
life,
on
which
you?
is fair. But there was two things that I was planning to do, which we could do one of or neither. Because I didn't have any ideas because you weren't going to show up. One of them was to look at the ever classic 365 yo-yo tricks and rate them. Which I don't know if anyone in the chat knows this, but Steve here uploaded a trick of himself every day for a year, which is grueling. And the other one was to rate all the previous Lodge yo-yos. So I don't know if the chat wants any of this, then let us know.
Yeah, I don't
But this
know
is
how
really
many of the 365 videos are actually still up anywhere. Vimeo nuked my
Really?
account. Yeah.
I saw that.
Snap.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I tried to Google it and I couldn't find the videos anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of them up on my YouTube page, but most of them are. I have nearly all of them just sitting here on a hard drive, and then I set up an Instagram account, and I was just gonna start dumping them on there, in the original order, and then Instagram started flagging them and blocking them and everything, and I was just like, all right, this is turning into more work than it's worth.
What would it be controversial if we did a tier list of all the Lodge yo-yos?
No, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. So game. Like, not every large yo-yo, but the ones I could find in like a 10-minute span. And we'll just keep this default as A, B, C, D. And we're rating based on flow.
Oh, this is sick.
Or there's no metric at all whatsoever. All right, so are we just gonna go?
Oh, before we get into this, I forgot to mention we've got a new yo-yo coming out for Ricardo.
Oh, what?
Okay. I heard some things about this one. I consider myself like second only to Ricardo in the Manatee squad. This is the most excited I've ever been about a yo-yo in my entire life.
Okay,
I cannot wait.
here-
Wow. That
I'm
actually
not telling anything else about it because once it drops, like once we actually drop news for this, everybody's gonna lose their damn minds. But
It's so fire.
it's gonna be amazing. Y'all are gonna love it.
Wow.
It doesn't come with pogs, but maybe I can remedy that.
Yeah.
Really yet.
Sorry, I just tricked you into like including a pog with every yo-yo from now on. Okay, so we should probably do this quickly because I think there are 43 yo-yos on this list, and if we deliberately go through each one accurately,
Okay.
it's gonna take us like 5 hours. So
All right.
let's do it lightning round style,
Okay.
and then we'll just figure it out. Okay, first pickaxe.
Hey.
A.
Pickaxe up with A class, yeah, A tier for
A.
sure.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I understand
Mid-A.
this ranking system, but sure.
Okay, so S is like god tier. It's like way above
Okay.
everything else. I think peak would be like
Yeah. Put the peak in the canvas in S tier. Just do it.
peak. And
If Manatee doesn't go in S tier, I'm quitting the team. So consider that.
Sorry.
Peak, canvas, and chief.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd say that, yeah.
Yeah.
From the
I don't
chief
think
and the S tier.
anybody's
All
gonna
right.
argue.
We got the chat. Okay.
Manatee.
All right, so it goes S and then A, B, C, right? And then D is like a D tier. So.
Okay, D. Go ahead and put
The gorge.
what was
Okay.
it? The Arctic Express.
Oh, is this the Arctic Express right here? The like
With the
weird-
Glacier Express?
Glacier Express.
I
That's
saw
the
this. I've never seen this before in my life. What is this thing?
I wish
wait,
I had
no,
one.
no.
I actually really like that
You
thing.
just put the gorge in the D. No. Gorge goes better. That's a
Oh
gorge.
yeah, gorgeous sick.
Oh yeah,
Gorge is-
true.
gorge
we'll
is
just
A
we'll
tier.
deal with that later.
I lost
Nobody
my
knows it.
gorge. I can't find it. It kills me.
Nobody knows it, but gorge is A tier.
We can't. Okay, the other thing is
It's really
we can't have everything in A and S tier. So
Oh, I know.
this
I
is
know.
relative.
I'm just saying, gorge goes in A tier for sure.
Okay. Well, I think it should be C tier. So we'll average it.
The gorge.
Yeah. I
That's
am not a
because
fan
you're
of the
not a
gorge.
good yo-yo player.
I am a good yo-yo player.
I think
and I'm
I think gorge
not good.
Oh,
by the rules of a tier list, the gorge is B tier because it has some amazing matchups and some tragic matchups.
That
okay.
is true.
You know what? I'll take it.
We'll have to
The gorge-
agree. We're gonna average. Okay. Like
We'll put gorge on B tier.
we have to average because we're gonna have a lot. Like we have very different styles. Okay. So
Okay.
Glacier Express D tier. Agreed.
Yeah.
What was?
I
okay,
like it, but I don't have one.
Okay, pickaxe.
Pickaxe, I'd say, is a solid B.
I would say B too.
I would say B, and I would say
I guess
wildfire
it's probably
is
B.
a C.
Wildfire is a C.
No, not wildfire.
Wildfire.
No.
Campfire.
What was the mini?
Campfire.
Campfire.
Campfire. Campfire is a C. Yeah,
I think we're in agreement here. Okay.
I can't believe I said
I don't think I've
wildfire.
ever used one.
Yeah, campfire is a C.
Wildfire C or D.
Wildfire is good.
We got.
Wildfire is.
We'll do it from the chat first, and then we'll figure out the rest. Okay, we got Galactic Goose. Galactic Goose for me is D tier.
Yeah, Galactic Goose is D.
D.
All right.
It looked pretty though.
Never used.
It sucks to see these like alternative style yo-yos like just go straight into D tier. But they were like innovative for their time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Borealis 2. I think this is B personally. Or C.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take a B on that.
Any objections?
Which one?
Is that a Basecamp Moonshine in there?
Borealis 2. Yeah, this is.
Basecamp Moonshine is A tier,
Borealis, I mean,
possibly S tier.
Borealis 2 is an A for me, but I understand that it might not be.
Alright, so we'll put Borealis B. Okay, Metal Yeti.
Metal Yeti's a solid B.
I would go C, personally.
Oof.
Burp
Really?
and Break it, yeah.
I can see the argument for C.
It's
I mean, I
hard.
guess
It's
I could
hard.
see it.
Fun though.
Yeah,
Right.
it's true.
Correctly.
I know
I
it's
felt
hard to.
C, but I
it's
felt
hard-
bad.
It's hard to downgrade good yo-yos, but
yeah, like
okay. In this company,
Yeah.
I think.
C. We're getting a
C-tier
lot of
Lodge
C's.
yo-yo is
we're
still
getting a
like
lot
an
of-
A-tier yo-yo.
We're getting a lot of C's from the chat, so the chat gets a vote too here.
Okay, there
We're
we go.
going C. We're
Right.
going C. All right. Akita, I think is S tier, of course.
Akita
that's
is
my
I like
personal
Akita
opinion.
the best.
I will say Akita is still my favorite bimetal that we've got, other than the
Yeah.
Gorge.
Oh my god. Okay. Can we agree on an A?
I guess I'm legally required to sign with S.
Oh. I'm
Akita
so
is S.
honored. I feel so honored. I think I'm heavily biasing everyone here, but
No, that's
I'll
not
take-
true.
I'll
It's
take
just a
that.
really good
Yeah.
yo-yo.
I'll take that.
Akita's pretty amazing.
Blizzard. Shout out to Engimator.
Look,
A.
any yo-yo that got me into any yo-yo that carried me into Worlds Finals is S tier.
That is true. One day it'll do the same for me too.
I think Blizzard is a solid A.
A. Yeah,
think it's A.
tier for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony said A. Shout out
Blizzard is
Anthony.
a good yo-yo.
What about the snow lizard though?
We got B for Blizz. Snow Lizard for me is
Snow Lizard's a C.
C. Sorry. Well, Mater got.
Mater got like
Yeah, we're putting a C.
The thing
for
about
this
this-
one.
The Snow Lizard just never quite worked as well as the Blizzard did.
That's true.
Mater had a couple snow lizards that played like unbelievable. Mine did not.
Top of the pad that was like sharp, and it just like made it play horribly.
Kayak is a D.
Kayak is A, baby. Kayak is
I would
A.
put
That is a good
C.
yo-yo.
So
Kayak is literally the reason I'm on the team.
think about kayak because you gotta put pixel bear. Does the chat have any? Rip Yuki.
R.I.P. Yuki.
R.I.P. Yuki. All right.
Kayak,
Ricky,
Kayak is godlike, man. No one understands. It's so good.
I never actually got to play with a kayak, to be honest.
D. Yeah. So we got kayak and D. But it's compass. Sorry.
Kayak is an A for me, boys.
Let's
I
try
want that
that.
on the record.
Which one is kayak? This is kayak. Man, that would have been embarrassing. Compass is F tier. I agree. No, I don't agree. Alright, so
Yeah.
bear trap next. Bear trap.
Bear
B.
Trap. Bear Trap is tough. I think it's a B or
B
a
for
C.
bear.
I think it's
It's a soft B.
a soft, yeah, it's a top B,
It's
but top of B. Trap.
it's B because you can. It's B because you can do the trick where you stick the string into the hole in the
I
cap.
know, and it's like good too, and it's
Yeah,
fun.
Oh yeah, it's really good yo-yo.
It's
a
like
legitimately good yo-yo. It is definitely weird, and it is definitely a to-your tastes kind of yo-yo.
the thing about the bear trap for me is it's what like the Glacier Express and this like Galactic Goose wished it could be. It's like a different kind of yo-yo, but it's still good.
Yeah, it's the novelty
really
that actually like plays like to snuff.
I think B plus is what the chat's saying. All right, we got Sasquatch.
Yeah, I really like the bear trap because when I got one at Worlds last year, it was the first time in like months, maybe years, that I used a yo-yo, and I was like, "Oh, this is new. This is a new experience. I don't know this one."
Yeah, but the play is outstanding. You know, it's like it's pretty good.
No. It's just like legitimately different.
Yeah.
Legitimately, there's nothing else like it,
Yeah. Sasquatch?
and that's not a bad thing.
Sasquatch?
Which Sasquatch?
The latest one, the big one.
Oh, the huge one.
I love this one.
I mean,
Oh.
I adore that.
Yeah.
Yo-yo.
Big fan.
A?
It's ridiculous.
I never got one.
I think it's a, but I think it's a
hype.
B. I think it's a B, just because it's so weird.
People are saying B or C.
It's an A. It's an A or B.
I think it's B.
I think we're going B then.
It's B for the. It's an A for the heart, but it's a B for the yo-yo.
For the yo-yo.
It's B. It's B for better than expected novelty.
I will say I haven't played with mine in a while, so to be fair. Navigator.
It's B for beef.
Yeah.
It's B for. Why didn't I get one?
It's fine, Bert.
Navigator.
Navigator, I think, is a C. Hot take.
You think the Navigator's a what?
A C.
I don't know, man. I always thought that was way better
we
than
got
anybody
A's.
gave it credit for,
We
but
got A's in the
then
chat.
again, you know, my tastes are weird.
I will only say Navigator is a C
I never
because
really.
I've played it for like 2 years, so I'm like sick and tired of it. But I did use it like
I never had one.
Yo-Yo Factory. Eric said powerful buy mood.
Yeah. Martin says Navigator is A for like 5 minutes, and then after that it becomes a C.
We'll do A. We'll do A. Everyone's saying A, and I could be convinced because I probably used it. I was probably one of the people that used it the most, actually.
I used it a
Candy
lot
likes
at
it a lot
home.
too.
What?
Wait, you have? I want one. Give me one.
A Navi?
Yeah,
I'll give you a Navigator. I have a lot.
never got one.
All right, what's next? Is
We
that
got
the Sherpa?
Sherpa.
I love the Sherpa. It's probably a D.
I had the same thought in my head. It's a beautiful yo-yo too. It looks so nice.
It's beautiful. I love playing with it. I would never expect anybody else to.
Okay,
I have no feelings whatsoever.
we got one B and a bunch of D's, so I think we're going to. This is the jackknife, right?
The jackknife is way fun. It's super light and floaty and silly.
Straight to D.
Yeah, I use this a lot, and I will also say it's D
It's a
tier.
B from.
I mean, I think as far as like Lodge,
They
like
see.
in the
Oh
Pantheon,
no, I think C
I think it's a C.
because it plays so good. Like, it plays like an S tier yo-yo, but it spins like an F tier yo-yo. It does not
That's kinda
spin
true,
well
yeah.
at all. And I'm surprised that was Sketch Skull. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I'm so surprised.
Oh yeah, it's Dice Skull. He's so good.
Yeah.
We got Expedition
Legend.
next and the base camp train.
Expedition is slightly worse.
I would put C
I think.
too.
I would
Yeah,
put
like
the
C tier but below Jackknife.
I would I don't know. I'd put Expedition at D. I feel like we missed the mark on that one.
Yeah. The thing about this yo-yo is it's good, but it's like just very plain.
It's good, but when you put it next to literally all the other base camp yo-yos that came out,
That's
it's
true.
so not as interesting as the rest of them.
Yeah,
The blue Anna looked really sick on it though.
Yeah.
and the white.
Well, and both the Expedition and the Jackknife, the matte finish ones that we released in that second run were so good, so much better.
We got the Dune. I don't have a Dune, so I don't get to play it much, but
I do have a Dune. It spins good.
Yeah, the Dune it's an oddball. It's
Rojas is in the chat, just FYI.
The thing about the Dune is that every time I catch it, it has way more spin left than I think it does, and it always hurts me. Every time, guaranteed.
I think it's an A.
I think so too. I think it's an A, but I think it's a sleeper. I think a lot of people don't realize it's an A. I think not enough people have one.
I think it's the monometal aspect of it. It's like, and like that's undersized. People don't realize that it's a banger to like even compete with.
Martin Sanchez said Dune is the best new gen monometal for CLYW.
Ooh. Are we going with an A? We're dropping an A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we got Kodiak.
I should dig mine out actually. Back there. A good yo-yo.
Kodiak? I'm gonna wait for Steve.
Kodiak's a good yo-yo.
Man, that's a tough one.
B.
I'm going B.
Spins hella nice.
It does spin hella nice. It has a profile that really agrees with my hands. It's really nice for counterweight. And I don't normally like bimetals for counterweight.
I asked for a bunch of Kodiaks, thinking it was good for counterweight. For counterweight.
The Blizzard's better for counterweight until that first time you drop, and then those rings.
And the rings pop off.
Yeah.
Blizzard because of that. Shout out to Tyler Severance. Kayak is B for me.
Yeah. You mean Kodiak?
Kodiak. Sorry, I keep confusing the two.
Yeah, Kodiak's a B.
Is this a manatee? Okay. Me and Bert are manatee gang.
Is it manatee time?
Yeah, it's manatee time.
A.
S. S. S.
I'm gonna say S.
Manatee is the definition of S. Manatee is to date the best yo I've ever used in my life.
We're getting a bunch of
We're
getting
one
a
of the better
lot
ones.
of A's in the chat. A lot of people think it's
Yeah.
an A, but
It's all A's in the chat.
Yo, Motmot is my homie right now. S plus.
I
New
personally
tier.
think it's like
Best
exactly in the middle between like A and S. It's like I can't decide.
It's an A plus.
A plus. I would put it in
S minus or I quit.
What else do we
S
have?
minus or I quit.
Looking at the other yo-yos on this list, I think I could give it an S. But we got a lot of A's here. High A. I agree with high A.
Number one on the A list.
We'll put
This is an S.
we'll vote high A, low S. Birds are really disappointed. He's gonna leave the call.
It's like, no.
All right, we're top of A.
Mark, I'm signing you up for a bunch of newsletters tonight.
All right, on the other side of the spectrum.
I mean, like it's
C.
the Big Dipper's a C, but that's why it's so good.
Steve.
It's a C.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Are we going C? No objections here from the chat. Everyone's C. Okay. Wildfire.
It's a really good plastic, but it fights against you a little bit. But that's what makes me like it so much.
Yeah, it's like the Telecaster of plastic yo-yos. Like,
That's what I think.
You
Yeah.
gotta put some work into it.
It doesn't stand out as a plastic yo-yo in terms of like play. Wildfire.
I feel like Wildfire's an A.
I feel A.
I think it's low A, and I only say that because no one on Lodge competes with it except for Ayumi. but it is.
Yeah,
really good.
but here's the thing: is it's a fantastic competition yo-yo, but not for our team,
Yeah, exactly.
which is a weird thing to say. But I feel like our team has such specifically different styles. Like the Wildfire to me is way more of like a Japanese competition yo-yo versus an American competition yo-yo.
It's a competitive yo-yos, which I'm all about. So
Yeah. Which I mean,
I
that was the
actually
goal.
practice with it all the time.
really,
Like for Worlds last year, I pretty much practiced almost exclusively on the Wildfire. And then about a week before, I just went back to the Akita.
oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, no, I like the
Slightly higher.
Wildfire a
Look,
lot.
actually, I guess it wasn't that exclusive, but I was switching between the two a lot because I wanted to make sure I was. I just I like them both. I thought about competing on the Wildfire too.
Yeah,
I like practicing on more than one yo-yo, so I know I'm really learning the tricks,
that's a good.
mastering
Yeah,
everything.
I've been doing that more too, mostly with like non-lodge yo-yos, but okay, Yeti 2.
D.
Oh, it's so interesting to see Steve say like, yeah, it's D, but I agree it's D.
It's just because I'm so mad at that yo-yo. It had so much promise, and it just turned out to be nothing but a pain in my ass.
Yeah, thank God for an honest boss. We got a lot of D's in the chat. Hot takes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some disappointments, but it's okay.
I have no opinion.
Next up, we got Boy, but let's gather around all of the. We have an Arctic Circle 2 in here, I think.
I think Boy is A tier for sure.
I think Boy is A tier.
A tier.
Boy is feels good man tier.
It is feels good, man. Do you think it's better than the AC2 or the AC?
I don't
do.
think I've ever thrown an AC2.
I think it's better than both Arctic Circles.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
it's a strong, solid refinement of them that benefited from a Yumu having a very clear vision for it, and Chris growing as a yo-yo designer between those three yo-yos.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, I agree. We're going A. 7075 gang. Next up, AC2. So I think by definition this is a little bit lower on the list then. Although AC2...
AC2 is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I think AC2 is probably also A tier, but I like the Boy better.
See, I personally think that the AC2 is better than the Boy, like out of preference, because it feels better in the hand. But where would we put... People are saying A for AC2.
I think AC. I mean, I think AC2 is definitely an A.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used one.
You never use one. Dude, Bird, don't worry, we'll get you all of the back catalog of Logic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Collins got it nailed. The 2014 Caribou stuff is all SA contenders. That whole collection, Chris designed in like a week.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
heard this
like-
story.
Like that entire line, like an entire year's worth of designs, like Chris designed those in like a week.
That's insane.
And it's just one of those things where, like, you know, when he's in like full mode and he just like sits down at his machine and just starts working on stuff, like that dude, I'll go to my grave saying that Chris McCoolin is still the best yo-yo designer who's ever lived.
I think so too, personally. But we're a little biased here, so.
I mean, just you look at like the depth and the breadth of what he's put out there. Like,
that is true. Looking at all of these, they're all very different in the long
Yeah.
run. Peak 2.
I like it.
but honorable mention to Hans, who's even more prolific and has definitely come out with some of the most ingenious yo-yo designs in the history of the sport.
That's true. Both of them. There's space.
I think Chris, for having such a specific and recognizable style and doing so much within that style, Hans for doing so much to actually push the technology forward. Two very different approaches with very different goals.
Yeah. But there's space for both. and they're both like
Yeah,
very,
well,
Yeah.
both are very needed. I mean,
Yeah.
without Hans doing what he's doing, there's nothing for anybody else to chase.
That's true. Peak 2.
Come back to yo-yoing, CLVN. Fun.
Peak 2. I don't know. I love that yo-yo.
I used this yo-yo for a long time. The Peak 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's still I've got a navy blue one that's still like a daily beater for me.
I think it's B.
It looks
Yeah,
really
I
good
can
in
see
front of
that.
fade.
It feels really good.
I mean, it's a daily beater.
Yeah.
It's meant to be. I mean, it's meant to be an everyday carry. It's meant to be middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's definitely also feels good man tier.
Yeah,
B.
yeah. I'd say it's a solid B.
Yeah. I mean, mine is well loved, so it's a well loved B. Yeti 1. I personally think this is A, but.
I think it's a C. Yeah, here's the thing: is for all of the coolness of like the material and the hype and the weirdness of the way it was released and the scarcity and everything, still not that great a yo-yo. I know a lot of people are gonna fight me on this, but I've broken like 6 of them because of the strings snapping on them.
Just sand the thing down.
Yeah,
It had issues,
sand the
but
thing
like
down.
it was bad. It was sick.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a C for me. You take that as you will.
Well, we'll do a C. Because I remember everyone's breaking, like, every single time, and no one has one anymore. So like there's like 5 people that still have them.
Yeti 1 is yo-yo lost media.
Yes. Jesus Christ, I don't know what that is. No. What yo-yo is this?
Is it a narwhal?
I think it's a narwhal, yeah. I can double check really quick.
That does appear to be a narwhal, yes.
Oh,
So I got this, but I've never played with one because this was before I joined. I was still on Factory when this came out.
I have one too.
The original narwhal was a good solid B.
The original narwhal was shoutouts to Sam Scott tier.
Did you say Sam Scott?
Yeah, I'm
Isn't
pretty
he
sure
that
he...
racist dude?
I'm not sure actually. But I know that he used the narwhal to make Worlds Finals once in 5A.
That's so crazy.
And then didn't use it in finals.
Very random.
Alright, we're ripping the narwhal because I don't have any opinions on this.
I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B.
A B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a remarkable design for its time, but it definitely was for its time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that. What about the summit? I played the summit for the very first time like 2 weeks ago. Or 3
Okay,
weeks ago.
here's the thing
Wait,
with the summit.
Weirdly, I did too.
Really?
Here's the thing with the summit. The summit is a B. The 7 summits, the 7075 one, is an S.
Yeah. Okay, I would agree with that. Very heavy.
Does it matter that much? Like the
It really does. The shift to 7075 and the guys at One Drop tweaked the design a little bit to optimize it for the material, and it is so different. It is so much better. I mean, and I really like the Summit a lot, but I'd say the standard Summit is a B, but the 7 Summits edition and that 7075 with the slightly redistributed weight, S tier all the way.
Okay. This one
One of the
I think is a normal summit. So we'll do B.
Normal's a B, yeah.
This is a scout.
Scout?
Yeah. I had one of these. I thought it was the chief the whole time. So like I actually don't know. Like
I don't think I had one.
it's very similar.
Scout's
It's very similar
Scout's
to
a
the chief.
C.
C. Okay.
Yeah.
Scout. Everyone's saying A. Scout B. We're gonna drop that in the C real quick. Remy says we should have a Peter tier.
Yeah, yeah. Just can we just add P to the bottom there?
This is a bonfire, I believe. I use this also quite a bit. I used to compete with a bonfire back in the day.
Bonfire's an A for me, dog.
I think it's an A.
Never thrown.
Never thrown. Bonfire S. Fire.
Was the bonfire Charles' signature or not?
No, but
But yeah,
Bonfire was part of that 2014 collection that Chris designed like all at once.
I think it's an A.
It was honestly, it was my favorite of the whole batch.
Bonfire.
Yeah, I'm fond of the bonfire. All right.
Sorry you're bored, Tom. We'll be done soon.
We're making our way through this. Igloo. I also think it's an A.
Igloo's an A.
Oh, A, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Easy
think
A.
anyone is.
Wherever
it was
the
a
blizzard
Bimetal
goes, the
A
igloo
versus
goes
man.
right next to it. That's just a fact of life.
Oh,
I mean,
someone in
yeah.
the chat said the bonfire promo from Charles. That was like an amazing video. I totally forgot.
That was one of the best videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got.
Yeah. Igloo's an A.
Is this a bear versus man? No, this is the bear versus man. Why did I choose a black yo-yo?
Bear versus Man 1 or 2?
I think this is bear versus man 1 and bear versus man 2, which I don't know why I got both, but
Okay, 1 is a D, 2 is an A.
all right.
Never really used either.
1 is a D, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave the other one here. This is the Peter yo-yo that I don't remember.
Oh, the Cliff.
The Cliff.
I love that yo-yo. It's a C.
Yeah, I think D or C for me.
It's a C.
Too big for me, so.
It's super fun.
It's so
super
clunky.
fun. I love it. I absolutely love the way it feels, love the way it plays. But like as far as it being like useful in any way, it's just not.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Borealis 1. I think Borealis 1 is like top tier.
Borealis 1 is probably I think that might be an A.
Consider that Borealis 1 is the only yo-yo on this list that has a world title.
That is true. I agree with that. I think it's like really good for its design.
Yeah.
This list too. It's the only one in its
Yeah.
category. We got A. We got A's in the chat. Okay, we got A's.
Yeah.
High tier A plus.
Okay. Oh my God, what is this? I don't know what this
That
is.
looks like a bonfire to me.
Oh my God, did I switch around the bonfire and the other one?
Did you put 2 bonfires in
I
there?
might have also put 2 bonfires. I could very easily.
Well, then swap it out because that looks like a Materade, and the color turned out so good on the bonfire. So put that one on the actual chart and delete the other one.
Yeah, I will. Hold on. No, actually, this one right here is an orca, and this is a bonfire. So put the bonfire.
Oh,
The orca won.
here we go. The original Orca.
Damn, Bachi said the other is orca. Good eyes.
I think Orca's a B.
I think it's B.
I don't think I ever used one really.
Some people are very passionate about the orca, so we have to be careful here. Some people really love the
I don't
orca.
have to be careful with anything. I don't care what anybody
Sure.
thinks.
Or an orca B, hot take. Some people.
Stefan Steifen, I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly, so I apologize for butchering it, but is the new Orca better? It's just completely different. It really is just totally different. It's super weird to even compare the two because they don't feel like even remotely related, to be honest.
All right, next up we got last of the 3. We got last 2. I'm not gonna use this one. The Moonshine and the Compass. So Moonshine,
Moonshine is S tier.
I personally think it's D tier.
How is-
I will just say
Yeah,
that
I
right
really
now.
like them.
How is there no Avalanche on this list?
Oh.
Sorry.
I
I'm
got it.
not trying to be that guy, but I
Okay,
mean,
so to be fair, in my defense, I got these off of the Lodge back catalog website, the retired return top list. So if it's
Oh.
not on here, it's Steve's fault. And no tie
I mean,
peak,
we
but
don't have.
I didn't get
We're
that.
missing a Thai Peak.
I also missed. We'll treat this black one
We're
as
missing
a
the.
tie peak.
We're missing the Tundra.
And a puffin.
Puffin.
oh, those aren't real.
Yeah, the puffin's
Puffin
on the
Those
list.
are just
2,
things we
3.
talk about.
The puffin's
to-
on the list already. We don't have to talk about.
We just talk about the titanium yo-yos to drive collectors mad.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm saying Tundra's an S tier.
Puffin's on the list. We don't have to talk about it. Okay, so Moonshine I think is D.
Moonshine is S.
Bird has to split the difference, and Zoff.
Did I ever use a moonshine?
It's a piece
I
of.
mean, Moonshine is legitimately one of the best.
I like
slimline
Moonshine.
yo-yos ever made.
I
If
played it a
someone-
lot at Worlds.
If someone handed me a bunch of hotel bar coasters, I would have thought it was a Moonshine.
All right, the chat is like completely ignoring the Moonshine.
No one cares about the Moonshine.
Everyone's like puffin 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, moonshine is
Do a yo-yo.
moonshine is wiped from Moonshine's canceled. Moonshine no longer exists. The chat has spoken.
Same time.
All the same time. I mean, that's possible.
Do we-
No, I will say I really do think the Moonshine is like one of the best slimline pocket yo-yos ever made.
But what about the Gorge? The Gorge is on here.
The Gorge is not meant to be a pocket yo-yo. Freaking huge.
I have barely played one. All right, we're getting B's. We're getting. All right, we'll do. Should we just average and go B? Settle the difference.
Fine.
Oh no, but okay, yeah. Compass.
All right, what do we got? Compass?
The compass.
See?
D.
Someone said poo. Hopefully, what time is it right now? What time is it in the Czech Republic?
9:30. Oh yeah, where's the woolly marmot?
I never really gave my
Oh my god.
compass never really got a fair shake because the
I think this is
bearing made
the
a
woolly
whistling noise on it.
Dude, woolly marmot is S tier.
Now, I'm pretty sure that this is the woolly marmot. Or this is
That
the
does
woolly
not
marmot.
look like a woolly marmot.
This is the woolly marmot. I remember for sure getting the woolly marmot because I'm very fond of it.
That looks like a. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, Basilope isn't in the list either.
Okay, I don't have every yo-yo here. I'm sorry.
Woolly Marmot.
But the woolly marmot too, I think is.
Woolly
a
Marmot
great
is
one to end on.
notably small.
Oh, that's what I'm
Very
thinking.
good for
Woolly
a hot
marmot
trip.
too. The original woolly marmot is like an A, and the woolly marmot 2 is an
It
S.
was an S. Yeah, I agree.
I think the woolly marmot is really what put Lodge on the map in terms of like. I don't know. It's one of the first Lodge yo-yos I had, so I'm very fond of it.
I had
Again,
three.
it was part of that whole 2014 run, man. That run was just that was Chris like completely coming into his own as a yo-yo designer.
But it's not only that, but this was like Jensen's yo-yo out of all of them too, and he
Yeah.
really like.
That was the
just
moment
put
that
this on the map.
that was the moment that Chris became president.
CEO of yo-yo. All right, we're going A, I think,
Prime Minister.
or S.
Prime Minister.
Or we put in this. I think A.
I don't know if I ever used one.
What are you what do
Woolly
you got? What
marmot.
are you dragging around there? Well, is that the original woolly marmot? That's an A.
I think it's original woolly marmot. This looks pretty good in terms of like a splay across tiers. I'm glad that we got our way through this. Hopefully there's not too many hot takes after the stream ends. People aren't mad at us.
I think before you download that list and put it anywhere, you need to add the woolly marmot 2 to the S tier.
That is true. There's a lot of yo-yos missing from this list. It's hard to get every single.
I think Avalanche. I think it's an incomplete list until Avalanche is in the A tier also.
I don't think I played it.
Avalanche is pretty fantastic. The comeback.
We'll have to do this again.
I feel like the Avalanche is the yo-yo that like. Avalanche is like the yo-yo that I feel like changed a lot of people's vision of what CLYW was.
Pickaxe is B. A.G. Holstrom. But we should probably wrap up soon. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
This has been...
And we have a giveaway actually. We have to do a giveaway for a free valued at $100.
Can I answer?
So how should we do this? Should we do a trivia question perhaps that Steve can come up with on the spot?
Whoever can
and the first
convince
person to
Mark
answer in
to
chat.
move... Whoever can convince Mark to move Manatee to S tier gets it.
I'm so sorry, Bird. It's like if I could put it on the line, like on the line in between.
So this is a good question. Who were the three CLYW members that took part in the LVO team battle?
Oh, okay, yeah. First person to answer gets free rich. Who are the three people who competed in the Las Vegas Open team battle and won the first sponsor?
Oh, I know this one. Who's the Father, the Son?
Yeah.
Wait, Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, and you can also gift your reg if you don't use it, but you should probably use it. Okay.
Come on, Eric.
That was fast. Yeah, so Eric gets a free reg, and we'll see you in the pro finals of Skills Open.
Let's go. And also to note,
Wait,
there's 2 more free registration
free
spots.
pass the finals?
No. But you get registration. You get registration.
They get free reg. Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
How many people are you taking into finals?
We're taking 30, but just so you know, there are 2 seats.
Okay. No, I thought I'd read 30, and then I was like really tired a couple nights ago and was trying to find it, and all I could find was the over 30 division, and I was like, I must just be losing.
Yeah, no. We'll be taking the top 30 from prelims, and there are 2 seats to the finals. That is, Yuki Nishisako and Connor Seals, for being previous winners.
Oh, hype.
Previous champions. Yep.
Cool.
Eric is saying new question, because he already won. And I might get a question from Colin Beckford. Oh no.
All right, here's
see if
one.
I-
Who won the 100-meter dash with looping a yo-yo in 1996?
All right, so
Whoa.
1996. 100
Two-handed. The two-handed.
dash.
I'm vetoing this question.
No, we'll give Steve. Steve's our special guest.
Okay, that's true.
Two-handed looping 100-meter dash with a yo-yo in 1996. Who won?
I'm gonna have to Google this.
That's
I don't even know.
crazy.
Is this something you can even like look up?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you where, but...
Oh, it's on the internet. You guys can find it out. It's not that hard.
So, Vertigo
Let's
says
go.
McPhee.
Oh,
That's
wow.
no.
I found it.
Yeah.
It was me.
Hey.
No,
It was
someone.
me.
It was you?
It was me.
Oh, this is a different year. It says David. Dale.
So,
You ran 100 meters and looped?
100-meter dash while looping with both
happy
hands.
broad.
That sounds so whack. I'm so sorry.
It's so ridiculous. The best part about it is I was wearing combat boots and smoking a cigarette at the same time.
Alright, for the
so
people in the
fire.
chat, you should be thankful that you can compete in the upcoming Skills International from the comfort of your own home.
Dude,
Instead of...
I want to see a brain scan of you doing that.
So do I.
Every area.
Or none. I'm not sure which.
It's such a ridiculous time in yo-yoing.
Does this mean
Sounds like
Brodsky wins the registration?
Yeah. Congrats, shout out. We love you. And I think we're gonna call it for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And this was so much fun. Thanks.
This
for
is a
Steve
really good live.
to tune in.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Scales International, September 8, 9, 10, 11, something like this. Make yourself free. It's going to be very lit. And it'll be the best yo-yo. Because it's the only yo-yo you'll see. So, I guess we'll sign off for tonight. Any last words? Any promo? Any...
Yeah, everybody go buy
Everyone,
counterweights.
remember to like, comment, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
and-
like, comment, and subscribe. Go buy counterweights from 5ayoyo.com because I got kids to feed.
And tune in for the Caribou Lodge
Yeah.
Prague and Obama. We made a lot of progress here tonight. All right.
See you in Tokyo.
Yeah, see you in Tokyo. Good night.